For decades, America slept soundly, convinced that certain chapters of its history were closed for good. We were told the stories had ended, the files were sealed, and the past was buried. But what if it wasn't? What if, beneath the surface of our accepted reality, under stacks of documents stamped with the word classified, lay secrets so explosive, so dangerous, that they had to be erased from time itself? Our journey into this darkness begins not with a grand revelation, but with a whisper from the past. A forgotten journal discovered in the dust and decay of an abandoned military bunker near the desolate Black Ridge Valley. This wasn't just any old diary. Its brittle pages contained more than just memories. They held evidence. Evidence of covert experiments that pushed the boundaries of science and morality. Evidence of ordinary citizens who vanished without a trace, their disappearances written off as runaways or unfortunate accidents. And most chilling of all, evidence of a rogue military unit. A team of ghosts that, according to every official record, simply never existed. This journal was the first crack in a dam of lies built to last an eternity. As investigators, both official and unofficial, began to pull at this loose thread, they started hearing whispers, faint at first, but growing louder with each new lead. Whispers of a shadow program, a name that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to speak it. Project Echo. This wasn't a project of construction or innovation. Its purpose was deconstruction. Annihilation. Project Echo was designed to do one thing with terrifying efficiency. Erase people from existence, not just their lives, but their very memory. It was created to rewrite events, to alter history, and to bury the truth under layers of impenetrable silence. Imagine a power like that, the ability to make someone disappear, not just from the world, but from the minds of everyone who ever knew them. The people who got too close to Project Echo, the journalists who asked too many questions, the politicians who wouldn't play along. They didn't just meet with accidents. They vanished, poof. Unofficial records of their lives were methodically destroyed. Birth certificates, school records, employment histories all gone. Their families were silenced, not with payoffs, but with chilling, unspoken threats that promised a fate worse than grief. They were forced to forget, to live with a hole in their lives they could never explain. For years, this system of silence held firm. The fear was absolute. But fear, like all things, can erode with time. Decades after the program's supposed termination, one survivor, now an old man, his hands trembling not just from age but from the weight of what he knew, finally broke. Years of living in the shadows, looking over his shoulder, had taken their toll. In a hushed, terrified confession, he laid it all bare. He confirmed that Project Echo was real, and it was far bigger, far more insidious than anyone could have imagined. He spoke of how the project had infiltrated major American cities, operating from nondescript office buildings and quiet suburban homes. Its agents weren't spies in trench coats. They were your neighbors, your colleagues, the friendly face at the local government office. They controlled operations with surgical precision, manipulating media narratives, influencing political outcomes, and quietly shaping the course of American history from the shadows. The events we learned about in school, the moments that defined generations, how many of them were orchestrated, or at the very least influenced, by this unseen hand. His confession was the key that unlocked a floodgate. With this new testimony, investigators pushed harder, digging deeper into the labyrinthine archives of the nation's secrets. And the deeper they went, the louder the echoes became. They found fragmented reports, redacted memos, and ghost files that hinted at the project's true scale. Each piece of the puzzle they uncovered only made the picture more terrifying. The project wasn't just about covering up military blunders. It was about total information control. It was a weapon aimed not at a foreign enemy, but at the American people themselves. They learned that the original purpose, whatever it might have been, was long since corrupted. Project Echo had become a self-sustaining entity, a shadow government accountable to no one. Its sole purpose became its own preservation. And this revealed the most terrifying truth of all. The greatest danger wasn't the secret of what Project Echo did in the past. The greatest danger was the people still working, right now, in the present, to protect that secret at all costs. These weren't just loyal old-timers. They were a new generation of operatives, born into the shadow world, who believed in the project's necessity. They believe that some truths are too damaging for the public to handle, that stability, even a manufactured one, is more important than freedom, and they will do anything to maintain that control. As the truth begins to bubble up to the surface once more, these modern-day protectors are becoming more active, more ruthless. The strange accidents, the sudden disappearances, the data breaches that seem to target specific research. The pattern is undeniable. The echo is returning. And so, as the fault lines of history begin to tremble, America is forced to confront a chilling question, one that challenges the very foundation of its identity. How many of its darkest secrets were never truly forgotten? How many were just buried alive, waiting for the right moment to claw their way back to the surface? The story of Project Echo isn't over. In fact, it may only just be beginning. The truth is rising, and 'tis time the whole world is watching. The question is, will we be ready for what we find, or will we be the next to be silenced? Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the shadows. If you find these hidden histories as fascinating and important as we do, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. What do you think about Project Echo? Is it a work of fiction, or a glimpse into a reality we're not meant to see? Let us know in the comments below. Stay curious and stay vigilant.